I get a little bit nervous.
I'm pretty scared about what's happening next.
A lot of people are preparing for it.
Thousands of people coming in, man. We've been working nonstop since 7 o'clock.
Sandbags, one of the hottest items in the Bay Area right now as people gear up to avoid a possible weather disaster.
Now, the Bay Area braces for a megastorm. When the heaviest rain will arrive, where it will be the most severe, and just how much we can expect. Efforts are in high gear right now to prevent any serious damage from a monster storm that's approaching the Bay Area. I'm Ahmed Ates.
And I'm Dan Ashley. Thank you for joining us. We have live team coverage tonight from 7 Bay Area counties and how they're taking defensive action against this coming storm. The National Weather Service says it will bring widespread flooding, mudslides, and rapid rises in rivers and creeks. ABC 7 News reporters spent the day gathering information from Santa Clara to Sonoma County and points in between, details on exactly what we should all be prepared for. Our Storm Watch coverage begins with ABC 7 News weather anchor Spencer Christian. Spencer?
Okay, Dan, this is going to be a severe storm, and it may sound like hype to some, but we want you to be prepared. Rather have you over-prepared than under-prepared. Take a look at the satellite radar image here. You can see the storm intensifying, building out at sea, and it's going to arrive in the Bay Area in 2 stages, 2 waves. That first wave is going to be this warm front that's pushing up from our southwest, bringing warmer air, but a lot of moisture. Some of that moisture is moving over the Bay Area right now, as you can see on Live Doppler 7, even though we're not getting reports of significant rainfall yet, because much of this is right now evaporating before it hits the ground. But this is a severe storm, a level 5 on the exclusive ABC 7 storm impact scale. The first time we've had a level 5 in the 7 years that we've had this impact scale. So for tomorrow, expect periods of heavy rain, damaging winds, very high flood risk, mudslides, rock slides, downed trees are all impacts that we may experience from this storm. Starting forecast animation right now, going through the early evening, not much will be happening except lots of clouds and accumulating moisture. But by about 4 a.m., just before the morning commute starts, we expect that first wave that I showed you to surge onshore. So the morning commute is going to be a wet and slippery one with periods of heavy downpours and strong gusty wind. There'll be a little bit of a break around midday or so for a couple of hours. Then that second stronger wave, a cold front, swings through, and into the afternoon and evening hours there will be prolonged periods of heavy downpours, wind gusts between 50 and 60 miles per hour at times before the storm starts to lose some of its intensity late tomorrow night into Thursday. Now let's talk about rainfall totals. Generally across the region for the 2-day period, anywhere from just over 1.5 inches here in San Francisco to over 2.5 inches in many locations in the North Bay. We have a flood watch in effect from late tonight through Thursday afternoon for the entire Bay Area because, remember, our soil is already saturated from the weekend storm, and now we're expecting even more rain with the approaching storm. We also have a high wind warning in effect for the 2-day period for the entire Bay Area. Winds will gust at their peak from 50 to 60 miles per hour, and we have these concerns, very high concerns for flooding on roads, stream and creek flooding, mudslides, rock slides, landslides are all not only possible but likely. Power outages, down trees, and high concern for river flooding. And with the storm so intense here, you might guess a winter storm warning will be in effect in the Sierra from 7 a.m. tomorrow to 4 a.m. Friday. We expect 6 to 15 inches of snow there above 5,000 feet, 20 to 30 inches of snow above 6,000 feet. Wind gusts there up to about 65 miles per hour. Travel into and out of the Sierra will be difficult, if not impossible. Dan?
Okay, Spencer, thank you very much. More from Spencer a little later on. An area hit particularly hard by last weekend's storm was Danville, where crews had to rescue people from their homes. So, how is the city handling this next weather threat that is coming? ABC 7 News reporter Unser Hassan spent the day finding out, asking people and crews how they are preparing. Unser, some people are admittedly and understandably nervous.
That's right, Dan. Run El Capitan Drive on Saturday, this neighborhood was flooded. They've cleaned up the streets, but you can see there's still a lot of thick mud out here. The concern now for neighborhoods like this one that were saturated on Saturday, how will they hold up against Wednesday's downpour?
20 minutes, 45 minutes ago.
This line of cars in Walnut Creek is of people waiting for sandbags. And then came an update from the county.
And there will be sandbags?
And he'll bring sandbags as well.
They got lucky. Within the hour, the sand and the sandbags arrived. Karen Major says her house was safe after Saturday's storm, but she's not taking any chances.
Yes, very much concerned for tomorrow. I unfortunately have a neighbor who water drains onto my property. Not supposed to, but I'm going to put sandbags so that I can keep the water away from my house.
I think the best advice that I could give to the residents of Contra Costa County is to stay off the roads during these big storm events if you can.
Brian Balbus is the Public Works Director for Contra Costa County. Along with keeping sandbag stations stocked, he says the county is still working to clean up areas hit on Saturday and now getting ready for Wednesday.
We are proactively patrolling various areas of the county to look for clogged storm drains that may have been clogged up from the previous storm and from additional fallen leaves, etc.
Crews continue to clean up the area around El Capitan Drive in Danville. On Saturday, the area was flooded with several feet of water. Nelson Brostom's family was one of the families rescued on kayak by the fire department.
We tried to get a hold of sandbags, but multiple locations were just completely out.
So today, they're improvising. Brostrom bought a pallet of soil to line his house. They got lucky. The water never made it into their house, but he doesn't want a repeat of Saturday. He knows the cleanup crews cleared the storm drains, but he's worried that won't be enough.
I'm not sure if that's going to solve the problem either. I just don't know if they got enough of it out or if it's plugged, out of our site. So I'm pretty scared about what's happening next.
Now, the county says priority will be given to neighborhoods where there is flooding or landslides or mudslides. But, Dan, they say regardless, it is all hands on deck. The entire staff will be on call. Yeah. Reporting live in Danville, Ansar Hassan, ABC 7 News.
All right, Ansar, thank you. To the South Bay now. That's where ABC 7 News reporter Dustin Dorsey is live with a warning from officials in Santa Clara County. Dustin, a big concern there, creek flooding.
Yeah, that's right, Alma. And, up and down the county, these rivers and creeks, they rise when we get rain like this. So to prepare, people have been digging sand into sandbags, that is. They're getting ready for the storm today so they could be ready tomorrow.
When it comes to storm protection, it could sometimes be too late by the time people respond to major rain and flooding. But just days after the South Bay was pelted, residents recognized the significance of preparing.
Very important.
Now, why so?
Don't want any damage. The big one's coming in tomorrow, so I got to be prepared. Well, I don't want to be caught with my pants down.
Valley Water has a similar message. They were happy to see people grabbing sandbags before the storm, but say it's also important for people to sign up for emergency alerts, have a plan, and know if your home is at risk of flooding.
All those normal places that, those people who live in those neighborhoods know, hey, when the water's really coming, they see those creeks rising, we're asking those people to definitely be prepared.
That includes areas along the Uvis Creek in South County, an issue we've seen before. The Upper Penitencia Creek and especially along the Guadalupe River.
There's a lot of people along these waterways, and I don't know, how many were actually going to be alerted to the fact that this atmospheric river is going to be, coming in.
Steve Holmes and the South Bay Clean Creek Coalition have been going up and down the rivers, warning people to move out of the areas for their own safety. He also asked they take all their belongings with them, so the cleanup after a storm like this isn't as much to deal with.
Typically, it'll take about 10 cleanups to get in here and get all of the shredded plastic, the aluminum, the batteries, all the harmful materials that were in those encampments that have sort of been swept down with the storm waters.
Along with trash, people can get swept down the river as well. We were in this exact spot in November when a rescue had to happen to save someone living in an encampment along the river. Rain and wind events like this don't happen often, and it's the work done ahead of time that could save lives.
When a storm like this comes, like you saw in that last storm that came, really flooding can happen anywhere. So you need to be prepared for the possibility that it could flood in your area.
And it's really good to see people being prepared for this rain that's coming in tomorrow by being here and filling up sandbags at Valley Water locations across Santa Clara County. We've actually outlasted the sand. We've been here since about 3:30. People have been coming in consistently until they close down around 6 o'clock this evening. They will be open here on the Winfield location back tomorrow at 5 a.m. If you haven't already done so, be prepared and be ready. In San Jose, Dustin Dorsey, ABC 7 News.
All right, Dustin, thank you. From the south to the North Bay, some of the biggest areas of concern include parts of the Russian River and area creeks. ABC 7 News anchor Liz Kreutz is live in Sonoma County with a look at preparations there. Liz.
Hi, Alma. Yeah, and you can see behind us people also getting sandbags still here in Santa Rosa. A big concern, as you mentioned, like in so many counties, here in Sonoma County is flooding, and officials are keeping a particular eye on the Russian River. Just within the past few hours, the National Weather Service did put out a flood warning for the Russian River by Johnson's Beach. They say that the river could crest over 34 feet on Thursday, which is 2 feet more than its flood stage. And the low-lying areas around the river can also flood even before the river crests. And so preparations are underway right now to make sure people are safe and ready for this storm. From Santa Rosa to the Russian River, across Sonoma County, preparations are underway for the upcoming storm. At Sonoma Landworks in Guerneville, employee Blake Madison was bouncing back and forth between filling up sandbags.
We opened at 8:30 and I've already sold 32 of them.
And tanks of propane. This one for longtime resident Jeff Young.
So this will hold me for, I don't know, a week or so. And I still got some at home. I'm not out.
So you're preparing to be stuffed?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Or if you guys want to wait, I can make that right here too.
Susie McManus is hoping sandbags will prevent her garage from flooding the way it did a few years back.
Like our biggest danger is the creek overflowing.
Sonoma County District 5 Supervisor Linda Hopkins says rivers and creeks could crest, specifically the Russian River near Guerneville. The county is also bracing for falling trees and widespread power outages.
The biggest concern that we have right now is the fact that we have the potential for gale force winds on top of a really huge atmospheric river event.
Sonoma County Fire has these jet skis on standby, ready to make rescues at a moment's notice.
So we have our jet skis ready, already hooked up to our trucks, our utilities ready to go for when the call comes out.
Agencies across the county also preparing inflatable rescue rafts like this to help stranded residents.
There were people kayaking through the flooded parking lot.
South in Sebastopol, businesses at the Barlow Shopping District are also putting out sandbags. The upcoming storm bringing back memories of the massive flooding here in 2019.
They've got the flood lock system locked and loaded to go. They supply us with sandbags, so I feel safer than I did.
This morning, the floodgates had not yet been installed, but the City Chamber of Commerce says they feel prepared.
It was an unprecedented amount of rain, and the preparation wasn't on point. And so you live and you learn.
And Dan mentioned it earlier, sandbags, a hot commodity right now. Look, a giant stack of them here. People can still come down right now to the maintenance yard here in Santa Rosa. This is where still a handful of people are out here in the dark, putting together their sandbags, filling them up. When people got off work at 5, earlier today off work, they came down, a drove of people were here. Again, this is open 24/7, so folks in Santa Rosa can come down to the maintenance yard, fill up these sandbags to get ready for this storm. Good to see that people are heeding the warnings and coming down here to prepare. Live in Santa Rosa, Liz Kreutz, ABC 7 News.
Yeah, get them while they're hot, Liz. Thanks very much. Water pumps, rain boots, tarps, you name it. Anything that can save you and your property from getting wet is selling fast before tomorrow's storm hits. It's led to a flurry of business at hardware stores across the Bay Area. Center Hardware and Supply Company in San Francisco saw a steady stream of customers loading up on protective equipment today. That includes a run on sump pumps. One hardware store staffer says the added equipment is helpful, but small measures like clearing your storm drains can be just as helpful in preventing flooding. And our coverage continues with ABC 7 News reporter Leanne Melendez live in San Francisco, where city officials say they are ready for the storm. But Leanne, they're also warning people that the amount of rain may be simply too much for crews to handle.
That's right, Dan. And let me just tell you that maybe somebody should tell Spencer Christian that we're feeling a few drops falling already. And it's just after 6 o'clock or so. Now, we were told by the city that the type of response we will see from crews and first responders here in San Francisco could be similar to a response generated following an earthquake.
For a city with an extensive amount of resources, the cleanup from this weekend storm proved to be a challenge. At a press conference with city agencies, San Francisco Mayor London Breed was blunt.
Our hope is that while we are still recovering, cleaning out storm drains and working really hard to get our city back on track, the time is not going to be sufficient between now and the next storm to completely recover.
That's because this is expected to be one of the worst storms in San Francisco's history, where Mother Nature will have the upper hand.
We do expect localized flooding and mudslides down trees and power lines to occur in San Francisco.
The city's Emergency Operations Center will be functioning in shifts of 12 hours, beginning tomorrow at 4 in the morning through 4 p.m. on Thursday. Most businesses on Folsom Street already had sandbags in place after experiencing major flooding over the weekend.
Generally just trying to cover as much as we can with sandbags. It's just all we can do. The water went straight into our building the other day, so we're hoping to prevent that this time around.
This is video given to us from another business, El Tapa Taqueria, which spent days cleaning up and today hopes sandbags will keep most of the water out. Sandbags proved to be a hot commodity. 8,500 have already been given out to San Francisco residents until the Department of Public Works ran out this morning. Another shipment was expected this afternoon.
I'm not complaining, but I wish I would have known. I have other things I can do as well.
If you have not experienced flooding in previous storm events, you're not likely to experience flooding. So please leave those sandbags for people who have had flooding issues in their home.
This morning, members of the San Francisco Homeless Outreach Team were offering shelter beds for those willing to leave their tents. Some refused, others took their advice to seek refuge.
My brothers and my sisters, they out here dying and stuff, you know what I mean? They out here starving out here in the streets, and they out here cold.
City agencies are suggesting that residents stay home if they can and limit their 911 calls only for emergencies.